Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Rawchaa Qadash. I'd like to give double honors to the Apostles and Elders of Greatmilstone for teaching the word in truth and sincerity. Basically, I've been seeing this post or whatever on Instagram by Jake, mainly, reposting and whatnot about this Edomite bitch. Basically, the injustice, the way that we're being judged, because we know there's a such thing as mandatory minimums or sentences that are primarily placed upon the activities that the Israelites deal with, such as so-called weed, marijuana, drug trafficking, and things like that, even though all the drugs come from Esau. What else is it? Basically how you can get a longer sentence from having crack, which is cocaine, just stretched out cocaine. That's all it is. Or you can get a longer sentences from having crack, which is why they call it crack cocaine. It's the same shit. It's just stretched out. You know how when you're running low on dish detergent or some shit, you put some water in and you stretch it out. You can use it longer. That's all crack is. Cocaine stretched out. Okay, but you can get a longer sentence, harsher punishment for having crack, that's a drug that the Israelites are caught up in, when you had the crack epidemic and shit like that, stretching it out, and because Jake always takes some form of wickedness and take it to the next level, man, But anyways, the rich, the average, everyday to rich Edomites, they deal with cocaine, That's more of like a luxury drug or whatever. Edomite will look at somebody that's on crack and just, yeah, they're doing cocaine. It's the same substance, But anyways, the Israelites, that is something that hit us. Crack, Harsher sentences, harsher punishments on the things that we were involved in, And basically, I've seen some posts on Instagram where you had wicked ass nigga. All right, these niggas are demons, anyways. All right, got 2 counts of capital murder or some shit like that. No chance for parole. Death penalty is on the table. Then you got an Edomite who 10 counts of capital murder. He has a chance at parole. No death penalty is on the table at all. Now both of them are wicked. All right, no, I'm not excusing Jake just because he's a Jake. He wicked. He gonna be destroyed anyways. But it just goes to show you how Esau is coming. And number 1, number 2, as the title of this video says, man, they were never set up to understand or pass judgment at all. So I'm just going to this video.
Unfortunately, you will have to live with those injuries that I caused you.
Speaking through a Russian interpreter, Natalie Karia wiped away tears as she apologized to the toddler's parents and to the pedestrian and bicyclist she struck with her van as she drove away in a moment of rage.
Please forgive me for everything that happened to the boy on that terrible day.
Back in November 2016, the daycare provider said she put a 16-month-old boy in a noose because she, quote, couldn't take it anymore. Fortunately, the boy was saved by another parent. At today's sentencing, she explained she was suicidal with severe mental illness, but explained her abusive husband wouldn't spend the money for emergency care.
My husband was only thinking about money. How much money we would lose if we closed the daycare. And how much it would cost if he took me to the emergency room.
Prosecutors were seeking prison time, saying that she'd get the mental health care she needs in Shakopee. But in the end, Judge Jay Quam ruled her mental state is a mitigating factor. The mother of 4 will be on 10 years probation.
The question remains as to why a mother of 4 children who has no known history of physical aggression or other criminal behavior.
Alright, that's enough of that shit, man. Yeah, as you can see, you see the bitch crying. I'm not gonna play no more, but just look at this bitch, man. Oh, God. And it doesn't matter where these devils come from, all right? She's Ukrainian or whatever. It don't matter. You're Edomites. You're all Edomites, whatever you call it, and whatnot. Let's just go on the scriptures, man. I don't even want to speak too much outside of the scriptures. Let's just get right to the point. Yeah, the Israelites. Okay, we some so-called weed, all right, which there's nothing wrong with the plant. All right, there's nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, the Lord gave green herb. You know, now why is having that possession illegal? If it's a plant, the Most High made that. Why is it? Because that's what Jake is into. Everything that you're into as a people, there are rules set up around it. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, so are all they that dwell therein. So you go all the way down to the average Edomite, Susie. All right. And I don't even think for all 10 of those years she got to wear the stupid little ankle thing. 10 years for attempted murder. Attempted murder on a 16-month-old. All right. And then what is it? Criminal operation of a vehicle, which is ridiculous. Criminal operation of a vehicle. How is that? That's supposed to be attempted vehicular manslaughter. Real quick, that because we know Yahawashi returned. All right. Hey, Proverbs 21:16. He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Acquire his kingdom, his rulership for a time, and his wickedness has to be fulfilled. So you can't take him down. Number two, the only thing that's stopping you is these Roman centurions walking up and down the street known as the police. That's the only reason why Edomite heads aren't open concrete right now. That's why you have homosexuality is legal. So-called homosexuality, whatever term they want to put on it, gay, all right, whatever. Noah was a preacher, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. And that's exactly what we're in right now, man. That's why the scriptures refer to this time period as the second death, man. And that's how you also know America's that lake of fire. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. Now, the so-called white man, he'll put out, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and again. I have two so-called brothers, all right, and I'm just say families, who are sodomite. And the Lord, if he gave me a sword right now, they would just have to be put to death. No feelings. No feelings. And that's why, I can honestly say, me coming to this truth, learning this truth, I can honestly say this was a complete brainwashing, and people look at that like it's a bad term. Oh, you're brainwashed. But this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel, the family of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor and his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me from the nations. But predominantly Esau, he's the one who set him to be the judge, the ruler of the earth. They've never ever been set up to understand or pass judgment. Leviticus 20:13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. All right. 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged. And that's Cain, man. That's the serpent. His days have been prolonged for thousands of years. Cain was the only one, all right, coming down from the serpent. He was the only one cursed from the earth. Matter of fact, you go back to the serpent. Job 20. Matter of fact, I'll start from 4. Yeah. Because that's where it. Triumphing of the wicked is short, in the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellence mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. Slated, all right, everything that you have and more is going to be given right over to who? Another people. Who is that other people? The Israelites. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches, that's worthy of 10 years, you know. Yeah, if you violated the Mann Act, if you got you a woman and took her across the state lines, I forget the exact law. Believe it. Man, how many? I'm just trying to get some of the crimes. Anti-drug abuse. First off, where did they get the drugs from? It included, then from 1985 to 1992, city, state, and federal 5 grams of crack cocaine. Now, why did they go down to just 5 grams? Caught with 5 grams of crack cocaine, you're doing 5 years. 2 years later, new legislation added to who do you think he was trying to get? 3 strikes, man. 3 strikes? Where's that in the scriptures? This is 3 strikes laws that sentence any person with 2 prior convictions. Exodus 21:16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. That's why the scripture says, man, he shall receive judgment without mercy that have shown no mercy. Break, man. Truth and sentencing. Let our strength be the law of justice. Or it might be in Psalms. Pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. But he want to talk about violent crime at the end. For an unprecedented over 2 million inmates in the U.S., that's more than 10 times the number of U.S. inmates at any time prior to the 1970s, and far more than most other countries. Look at that. At 600, oh man. And you notice these are all Edomite countries, man. They make even more money off you. That's all it is. It's still enslavement. You're still on a currency that just goes into your hands and right back to the so-called white man. You got to pay taxes.